A few weeks ago, a senior principal engineer with 17 years experience asked me to coach him. Initially, I was shocked, right? Because I have just 9 years experience and this is a senior principal engineer. But this is not a flex, but more like a puzzle. And when I share you like what came about this, right, and why he reached out to me, you understand like how you can take your career to the next level. Shockingly, in his words, right?
To be honest with you, let me surface that I'm following you since long, and I'm really impressed your work as well, because you are the real voice of community as well as in cloud space as well and platform engineering.
By the end of this video, you know exactly what he saw and how you can implement that right in your own career so that everyone around you right can see it and see the potential in you and see the value you have to offer in your career. So how did that happen? So let me just give you some background story. So while building everything DevOps, I just made a post about helping engineering teams right create technical content to help engineers using their products use it better, right? And remember, I've worked with companies like Octopus Deploy, Syntasso, and several other companies, right? Collaborated with AWS and several other companies. So when he saw that post, he sent a DM and he said he would love for me to guide him. I was first shocked because I checked his LinkedIn. I was like, you can look at his LinkedIn now, put it on this video, right? So I was like, how, like, what do I, the level of experience right now? But he said something. He said he's been following me for quite a long time, and he's been reading a lot of my articles that I've written, right, and shared and that, and watched a lot of my videos. And there's one thing he said, right? He said he wants to know how to be like me, how to do that, how to create like content, how to share his ideas, right? And like that made me realize something, that we all don't know everything. Like nobody knows everything, right? So I may be experienced in writing technical content, in creating this video that you're watching, right? In speaking to people and all that. There is an excellent engineer somewhere, right? And just like him, that want to upskill in that. Just as I want to upskill in several technologies and several other things. We don't know everything, right? And when he reached out to me, the very first call, that's when he said that, yeah, I see this is someone that wants to guide me. And looking back, right, what people don't see, what got me there is the amount of context that I've gotten over the past like couple of years, right? And mainly the past 1 year, I've been focused on helping engineers like grow and helping companies that build developer related products grow, right? So I've spent over 250 hours speaking with engineers on calls, community calls, meetings, and all that, right? And these are engineers scattered all over the world, right, in different continents, working for different companies. And those perspective, right, the way of thinking about things, right, has helped change me in the way I think, right? And that is an experience that not everyone has, right? So that is, I would say, is my own outlier skill. Or if I'm to use like a simpler word, uh, my own edge, right? Just as we say in Everything DevOps newsletter, that's my edge. Being able to understand things from different perspective and all, because I'm having those conversations. So now this is me telling you from my own experience, right, and how this happened and all. So how does it relate to you? How does this edge like relate to you? One thing I've come to realize, right, the biggest career advantage today is not about knowing everything, because you can't know everything. It's not about knowing everything technically, right? Because you can't know everything, but it's mostly about knowing who to reach out to, right? And knowing how to get how to fill those knowledge gaps, right? How to reach out to people to fill those knowledge gaps, right? And in most cases, it requires you to be, like, in quotes, humble, right? Because if he, right, didn't feel like, if that shit felt like, oh, this guy is much younger than me, right? He's less experienced than me. What would he have to offer? He wouldn't have reached out. And now the little knowledge that I've had, that I've shared with him on doing conferences, on creating technical content, on doing community work, I've helped him, and he spoke at events, right, last year in Dev Chat and all. So if you feel like that you know everything, that can be your biggest disadvantage. So one thing I want you to think about, right, is how can you fill in the knowledge gaps? In most cases, You cannot do that by just prompting AI, Claude, and all. Yeah, you can get information, but you move faster when you reach out to people that have done what you want to do, right? So my action item for you today, right, as always, I always give you an action item. Go through your LinkedIn, your chats, right, your WhatsApp, your contacts. Reach out to one engineer, right, that you look up to, that's doing something that you can't do, and ask them if you can get 30 minutes of their time to ask them specific questions, right? Because when you do that, you get to fill the knowledge gap and you become better, right? Bringing things that you didn't know, right, and adding things that you're getting for adding things that you didn't know before. You become much better, right? Adding things that you didn't know, right, to your current knowledge, and also building relationships, right, that helps you and pay you so much in the future. And through him, I've been able to build more relationship with other people. So do these action items, see them listed. Let me know how you get on, and drop a comment below and ask me any question you might have. And I hope this little experience helps you to think about gaining knowledge and getting experience in areas that you need to fill your knowledge gaps. So thank you very much, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, and also watch other videos that we create to help you improve your career and have a successful career as an engineer in the cloud native world. Thank you very much, and make sure you subscribe.